Crystal. I make sustainable jewelry and welcome back to the vlog. So right now I'm market prepping for my market tomorrow, which is the yard sale, which is basically a local artist like market with like there's live music, local artists, and like businesses too. And it's gonna be from 11 to 5. I'll probably put a picture over here. But it's really cool. I did it last year. It was really fun. And yeah. Now, I got this year a 6 by 4 foot table, like set up the space, and then I rented the tent. So the space, like the vendor space itself, was $75, and then I had to rent the tent because it's not easy to find a tent that's 6 by like 4. So I rented that for $15. So it's gonna be $90 in total for my vendor fee, which is not bad. That's pretty good. But yeah, it's a really fun market. I'm gonna be there early, like tomorrow morning. I have to wake up like at 7, so I'm gonna go to bed early tonight just so I can fully relax. But I haven't been doing a lot today. I'm just relaxing, like I said. I started this bracelet just for my thick bracelets because this is my current bracelet set. These are all my bracelet sets. I have a lot. Like, hopefully you guys can see that. I made a lot of bracelet sets, so I'm good on that. And then this is my thin bracelets. Not a lot, but still a good amount. I didn't make any extra ones. And then my thick bracelets, which I was working on for a little bit. Not a lot. I'm gonna probably tomorrow just spread them out so it kind of looks fuller. But I'm just gonna make this as the last one. So. And then my earrings and mystery bracelet bags. I have enough of those. But I've been working on some of the keychains. I think my keychain video will go upload before this one. But I made this one. I made 2 of the dawn ones. I made these like kind of like sunset ones, like sunrise. Made 2 cactus. I made 1 of these. I have 2 of these pastel rainbow, and then another one of like the first ones I showed you guys. So after I finish this bracelet, I'll work on those keychains. But I did get the keychains prepped a little. I found this bear plate at Daiso. It's perfect because it can hold the little like clasps. So anyway, I'm gonna make 2 of the cactus keychains, 2 pink ones, 2 more rainbows, and then 1 of these, I have it over here. This is what it's gonna look like later. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this bracelet, but in a little bit, we're gonna go to like the thrift stores, like some thrift stores, and then we're gonna also go to the mall. So I could work on the keychains on the drive there, but I can work on this for now. I'm almost done. I would say this is like 70% done. That was loud. Anyway, I'm like 70% done, but I wish I could make more. I might bring, depends. I'm thinking of working on some keychains after this bracelet, and then if the like this little rack looks full, then I can work on some thick bracelets. I might bring some keychains to the market tomorrow because one of these keychains only takes like about 30 minutes, really quick. And if I could if I could start the loop beforehand and just make the bracelet and finish it, that'd be awesome. Because that's what I did to these keychains I showed you guys earlier. But I think I'll work on keychains and then see. I think these will be the best sellers. Like, I don't know. I want to make more patterns and designs. But I really like this one. If this doesn't sell, I might keep one to myself. We'll see. But yeah, I also, this morning, I finished up a custom order, which is this. One of the vendors, she just DM'd me asking to make a custom bracelet, so I just did that. It's really cool. So I'm going to put this in a bag somewhere. But this market's really cool and fun. I will film, I'll try to, but my booth's right in the middle. Because I think I said this in another vlog, but it's in a community garden and there's a path. You enter the path, there's some booths, like the little 6 by 4 square like booths. You just continue, and then there's a stage where like the performers perform, and then there's like the 10-foot by 10-foot tents, and then right across from that is where I'm gonna be with like a couple other people. So that was the location I wanted last year, but instead I got a table in the back. That's fine, I still made sales, but I think if I had my table in the middle, I would make a lot more sales. And I have my table in the middle, so that's great. But that, I was so far able to make 11 keychains. I just want to fill the rest up, like the remaining half. Yeah, that's it. And then yeah, I need to go to bed early so I could wake up early. It's tough. I have everything left over from my last market in the bins I have. I just have to bring my table, chair, bin. I think this display I'll also have to carry, just because I don't think it'll fit in my bin. Yeah. Also, a couple days ago, I got this Gloomy Bear figure. I got this during the Labor Day sale, so I think including shipping it was like only $14. It's really cute. Yeah. And then after we go thrifting today, we're also going to stop by a Hot Topic. I have Hot Cash activated, so it's basically like a coupon. If I spend $30, I get 15 off. Really good. That's like 50% off, but we'll see. But right now, I'm going to continue working on this bracelet. Making this bracelet. I also added the price tag. So, just leave it there. But we're about to go, so I'm gonna bring a couple of these keychains. I already started the like little loop on each of the keychains. So I'm just gonna bring like maybe 3 or 4 of them and just work on them on the ride. But before I do that, I'm gonna just write on this little, it's like a little chalkboard. I'm just gonna write the prices for the keychains. But yeah. This display is really good for my booth because most of my displays are more like on the table, not at eye level, so this is like a little more like elevated, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna write on this really quick and then I'll bring some so I can make them on the drive. I'm back from thrifting and just shopping. I was able to finish up this, just a rainbow keychain. I was also able to finish up this one. I really like this one, it's really cool. So just put it on here. So this is what I made so far. It's getting a little bit late, so I might make some more keychains and then pack everything and just put it in the car. But I have 2 pink keychains I need to make. I have another rainbow and 2 cactus keychains. I might cut some more, like a blue one, maybe. Well, I have this midnight leaf bracelet, so it's like a leaf. Okay. It's this pattern, just kind of like leaves, but just with this color. But I might use this color scheme and make some keychains. I think that'll look really good. Anyway, I got this from the thrift store. It's a cute plushie. I think it was like $2. And then I also went to Hot Topic. My sister got like 2 bracelets, which were like about $8. And I got this shirt. This was like $29. But anyway, I had a $15 off 30. So we spent 38. I got $15 off. And then I had another $15 off because I had rewards. So we only paid $8 and I got a shirt and my sister got 2 bracelets. So that was a really good deal. But I really like this shirt. It's so cute. I got a medium because the small is too small. Hot Topic sizing is a little weird. I find it to be a little inconsistent, especially if you're going to order online. You have to like double check. But yeah, I'm just going to continue working on some thick bracelets. Well, no, keychains. I'm done with thick bracelets. I don't have a lot. Well, I know I don't have a lot, but I don't want to make any more because I want to focus on keychains. Yeah, those are my priority right now. I just want this little display to look full and just look nice. But hopefully this will be enough for tomorrow. So, anyway, I will probably work on all this stuff off camera. I also need a pack for tomorrow. I'm also going to go to bed early so I can wake up early. Next day and I'm back from the market from yesterday. So after the market I just went home and like took a nap. I was so tired. But I'm just gonna kind of go through like the market in chronological order so you guys kind of understand. So around like 8:30 we arrived there and I just brought my table, my chair, my displays, my wagon, and my basket. And then I just found my spot. I got spot number 13. It was right near the stage in the middle. Very nice. And then I set up, and then when I was carrying my table, it's really heavy. I got it from Amazon, but if any of you guys want a table, definitely get it from Walmart because Walmart has a 6-foot table that's really light. Mine's kind of heavy, so I got really tired when I was carrying it, and I tripped, but I didn't fall. I just like kind of tripped, and but then, I don't know, it was kind of, not embarrassing, it was a little weird. Anyway, and then I set up everything. I took some footage, some videos, you guys saw that. My setup looked really good. I'll try to put a picture here. But it looked really good, and the weather was great too. I rented my tent, and the tent didn't didn't give me much shade because around like 8 till 11 the sun was like hitting my back. So then a little bit like during lunchtime I guess I was in the shade. But then the sun came out again, so I got really tanned on my arms. You can kind of tell. But it's okay. It was fine. I wore sunscreen, but it didn't stop the tanning. And then, I'm trying to think. I was really tired yesterday. The market itself was fun. It was great. I loved the vibes. I gave my commission bracelet to that girl. I sold a lot of bracelet sets. I think I sold about like 4. I sold thick bracelets. I only sold like a couple thin bracelets. My keychains did okay. What I noticed with my keychains, a lot of people didn't know what they were. They just saw them like, oh, those are bracelets. So then I started saying like this basket's $3 to $4, this basket's $5 to $6, the bracelet sets are $10, and the keychains are also $6. And then when I said that, people are like, oh, those are keychains. So I might make a new display because my keychain display rotates and there's like little spots on the top. I could put keychain $6. I might do that. Sounds like a good idea. But the market itself was okay. It was a little slow. It was on a Saturday, and every Saturday in Ogden there's a farmer's market. I did go there a couple of times. It's really nice. It's fun. But the weather's perfect too. A little cloudy, but anyway. There was a farmer's market, and that's from I think 9 to 2. But anyway, the market itself was a little slow and kind of dead. Like last year around noon I made back my vendor fee and I was just profiting. But this year I didn't do so well because my table, like the spot, was $75 for a 6 foot by 4 foot table. I'm not sure about the 10 foot table because I didn't check. I don't do those like setups. And then I rented my tent for $15, which is okay. I don't want to buy my own tent, set it up, set out just for this market. But anyway, I only made $86. So I only made back about, well, I didn't make anything. I just lost $4, but that's okay. This is the type of market I'm okay with losing money. The yard sale is more like a community. It's like a vibe. But if it was like the DIY Fest or any other markets, I would be upset. I am upset now, but it's something I can't control because a lot of people did go. Most of them are also vendors from other yard sales because the yard sale used to be like 2 times a year, but now the person that like organizes it, she decided just to do one this year because it's a lot of effort on her part, so that makes sense. But yeah, I think now a lot of people are saving money because I think the economy, it's tough. People are trying to save money, trying to, eliminate any unnecessary costs like fast food, obviously shopping. And I also think there's other events too. So the farmer's market, after that, I'm always tired after going to the farmer's market. So it would make sense someone like, they don't want to go to another market right after. I just see some people like that went from the farmer's market. They had like the drinks and stuff from the farmer's market. And they just, were walking down the garden. The yard sale, like in the community garden, is not too far from downtown, so it makes sense. I do think promotion, like promotional content and stuff for this market was a factor just because it wasn't as promoted this year. So the garden, the Oasis Community Garden, is owned by like an organization, and last year they did the yard sale. They were promoting that heavily, the actual like gardens page, and they were also saying it was a trunk or treat. So a lot of people went there because last year was during Halloween. I think it was like October 5th or 13th or something. And then, yeah, a lot of people showed up just because there's no farmer's market during that time. It was a nice like day, like weather-wise. But this year is okay. I did have a lot of fun. I did sell like earrings, bracelet sets. I sold, I think, one of everything. I sold one keychain. I sold a couple thin bracelets, like 2, 3 thick bracelets. A lot of bracelet sets, like 3. I think 3 or 4. And then a pair of earrings. A lot of people did like compliment my stuff and just, oh, that's cute, that's cute. But I will try to push keychains because people saw bracelets and thought jewelry. And I understand, like, people don't want jewelry. So that's why I made the friendship bracelet keychains. It's like a compromise, kind of. Anyway. So I'll definitely make new displays. I think that's a key takeaway, is to make better displays for my keychains. And also, I think now, like, during this time, it's a little harder to do markets. It's like, if you're a small business owner, you'll get it. But to do, like, more markets, it's kind of hard. Because the farmer's market this year has also been kind of dead. There's a lot of empty spaces in the farmer's market, so they filled it up with, like, tents and tables for people to eat and drink. I love that. Like, it gives people shade and a place to relax. But it's tough. Like, I'm trying to stop unnecessary purchases too. But, like, I have a lot of collectibles, so it's going okay. But anyway, I do think I will sign up for the yard sale next year. It was unfortunate what happened this year, but things I can't control what happened. Neither can like anyone else in the market. I do think next year they should do it in like October or like the fall, or I think it would be awesome if they did it in the summer, like the yard sale next year, right, in the summer. A Friday, well, probably Saturday, because Friday people still have work. Like Saturday from 11 to 5, heavily promoted. You put flyers in downtown, you put Facebook, maybe, I think event ads, Instagram, maybe TikTok, some like banners, stuff like that. That's what happened last year for the one in October, the yard sale. It went pretty well. I did have like some expectations going to this market, but I can't assume like, oh, it's gonna be like amazing. It's great to think that, but I just can't assume that type of stuff. But yeah, it was really fun. And I did check out the other vendors. The vendor next to me on my right, she was selling paintings and prints. She also did like this painting. I think it was like I'm not sure, but she like displayed it in front of her booth. It looked really cool. And a lot of people complimented it and like took pictures. She also sold like little art prints. I didn't get any because, I don't know, I'm not saying anyone's stuff is bad. It's just I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to reduce my spending. But I did follow her back on Instagram. She followed me, so I followed her back. And then the booth next to me was selling pottery, and there was like these little incense holders, little like plates, like little trinket holders. Really cute. And she also had little ghosts. I love that. I know. If I had the money, I would buy it, but I'm trying to save. And then, oh yeah. And then there was like a resin table, jewelry, tons of cool stuff. And then, yeah. We also took a group photo for the yard sale. I love that, but we were in the sun, so it was kind of hot. But I'm just so tired after the market. I think, like after this vlog, I'm gonna just relax. And my next video will probably be me just like doing, I'm thinking, maybe my next video will just be me making like a couple bracelets, because I do need to make thick bracelets, but I don't want to be making bracelets all the time because I'm just tired of it. So I might just do a video of me making like crafts or DIYs I've been planning to do, but I've just been putting off, maybe. But yeah, the yard sale is really nice. It's awesome, it's great. I wish it would have gotten better, but I just can't control that stuff. Yeah. But I think this is a market I'm okay with losing money. Like I said earlier, it's only $4. That's okay. If it was more, I'd be like upset, but I'm upset, but not that upset, if that makes sense. But it's okay, it's fine. Kind of. But yeah. And then I took photos and stuff. It was really nice. I also took vertical content, so I could probably post it on my Instagram later. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else happened. But the market was really busy around lunchtime, but then just died. Once it was like 3 o'clock, it was so dead. I think like 2 vendors already set it down. Like, they like took everything down and just left. Which is a lot. But yeah, the market's awesome. It was great. I think my location was perfect. But if there was more traffic, it would have been better. But hopefully I could try to get like a similar spot next year. It was really nice. I'm trying to think. But yeah. And I think, yeah, definitely do keychain displays. I also want to find a way to display my bracelets so it's a little clearer. Because some people thought my bracelets were stretchy. They're not. They're just adjustable. Like, you know, they're knotted, so they're not really that adjustable. And then some people thought, oh yeah, there's this one lady, she said like, oh, your bracelets are nice, how much are they? So I just explained the prices. My cheapest bracelets are $3 to $4, and she was like, you should price it more. Then I'm like, it's kind of cheap because it needs to sell. Like, I think $3 is, it's kind of cheap, it is, but I need to price it low enough to sell. So it was kind of tough. But she did buy a bracelet set for me. That's great. I love when people support me. And yeah. I also love it when people buy my bracelets and they just put it on right away because it's kind of cool. Sometimes they ask me to help me like not like put it on, but yeah. I do think I want to work on my like social media. I want to post more consistently. I want to try to get more sales through like Instagram or YouTube and on my online store, because markets are great, but I don't like sitting around because I make bracelets at the market, but I don't want to sit there and just wait for the sales. Hopefully that doesn't sound rude. It's kind of nice having an online store because people just buy it and I pack it up. That's it. But anyway. But yeah, the market was great. I would rank this experience like a 7 out of 10. It was really fun. And yeah, I wish I would have walked around to see the other booths, but I was just by myself. My mom did help me set up and sit down, but then she had to leave and do her own things. Trying to think. But yeah, I will apply for the yard sale next year, and if I don't get accepted, I'll probably just visit, walk around, because even though I can't buy stuff from people, there's other ways to support them besides money. But I think that's it. That was pretty much the vlog. But yeah, but thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out my Instagram too. Bye.